There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Halia. I'm a gold leader and I-10 card holder. And today we're going to go over FIT or FIT trips and exactly what they are. We're going to break down what they are and how you guys can book them. A lot of you guys probably already kind of book them without knowing that you book them, okay? If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat throughout this meeting. I will be looking at that. If you guys are here on live, drop questions in the live. I will be looking at that as well. But I really wanted to do this training today because when I first started, I realized as soon as I got into like the different groups and, started getting connected with everything, there was like a bunch of travel terms that I had no idea what the heck they meant. Okay. I had no travel experience before I first started this almost 4 years ago. And so I kind of just learned everything on the go. So I really thought about like, I kept seeing some of our trainers in our team. I know I opened this up to the whole company, but some of our trainers in our team were doing like FIT trips for Asia. And I was like, I don't really think we've done a training on exactly what an FIT trip is. So I wanted to make sure that we had this somewhere for you guys to reference. Can you guys all see my screen okay? Can you guys all see that all right? Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, cool. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I will be answering them to the best of my ability while we are on here. I am also recording this, so I will be posting the recording in the Facebook group, so you guys can go check those out thereafter, okay? Um, Let's go to the first slide. Okay, so what you guys are going to be learning today is what FIT trips or FIT trips are, when a FIT is the best option. We're going to go over FIT versus packages, how FIT trips are built, and some beginner-friendly booking methods, and then how to confidently present FIT to clients. Okay, so you guys are going to kind of understand what they are, how to go about even booking them, and then how to give that information to a client. Okay. It is definitely one of the most valuable skills that you guys can have as a travel advisor, and you guys can develop this more and more with repetition. And I promise it is not as scary and intimidating as it sounds. And if you guys have booked travel, actually, let me ask, how many of you guys have booked any sort of travel so far? And if so, what was it? And if not, let me know. Yes. Yet, not yet. Okay, no worries. This will be good for you to know anyways. Yes, cruises, hotels, car rental. Yes, cruise in Egypt. Okay. Okay, so you guys kind of Italy. Okay, Sharon, Italy is a really good one for FIT trips. All right, we're gonna go over that too. Europe, Asia cruise. I love that. Okay, so you guys are probably, if you guys probably booked Asia, Europe, Italy, right? Anything other than I would say like an all-inclusive, a cruise, or like Disney, you guys are probably already doing an FIT trip. You just don't know. Unless you are doing a hosted group, you're already doing an FIT trip. You just don't know that that's what it is. Okay. So an FIT trip or FIT trip is fully independent travel. Okay. This isn't necessarily booking with one type of supplier or one type of tool. It is a style of travel. All right. It simply means that the trip is not locked into a pre built package. So if you're doing like an all inclusive package on like Bax or Expedia or what's another one? Vacation Express, right? You're packaging the flights, the hotels, the transfers together. That is in a package. Okay. So you're kind of doing a fit, but not really because you're packaging it all together. Okay. Fully independent travel means that you are piecing the different types of travel components together one by one. So you're booking the flights and then you're booking the hotel and then you're booking the transfers and then you're booking different excursions, right? Maybe more transportation. You're completely building a fully customized itinerary designed around the client's preferences. Okay. There's no fixed schedules. There's no like group pacing. So you guys will see a lot of different like group suppliers as well that you can uh purchase like a group trip or you can purchase part of a group trip like Exotica or Cultured Holidays, right? Where you can purchase a package and then you following a group itinerary. FIT or fully independent travel or fit, right? Is you're building that whole itinerary on your own as the travel advisor. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody so far? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So, what do fit trips usually include? They Hotels for sure, right? Definitely everybody's going to need a place to stay. Oftentimes, these are going to be some sort of like boutique brand or a preferred brand, right? Like one of the major brands, like maybe like Hilton or a little boutique hotel, okay? Some sort of transfers. I always suggest private. Always, always, always. If you really want to get that extra level of experience and really up that experience that your client has, always book private transfers. Rail passes or little internal flights like domestic flights, right? If you're doing Europe, I highly suggest rail. That's a very common form of transportation used. Different tours and experiences. So this is something you can go through like Viator and book different excursions, right? City to city routing. So transportations between cities. Again, Europe, rail is going to be really great. Or maybe you're booking a car, right? Something like that. And some flexible pacing. Okay. So you, like I said, are building that itinerary out completely from scratch for your clients. All right. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what a fit is not. Okay. But for this, remember, everything is going to be included in here. Some can be very simple and some can be very detailed. It just depends on what your client wants. All right. Now, a fit is not a group travel. Okay. So it's not a big group coming together and like doing all of these different things. It's not all inclusives. It's not cruises, even though you are booking the different travel components. That's not a fit trip, right? Because you're not fully independently booking each little thing, right? They don't have to then find food or find different excursions. They can book excursions through the cruise line, through the all-inclusive resort, right? These are fully independent different things, okay? It's definitely not one size fits all because again, you're customizing it to each client's preferences. And it also may not always be the cheapest option. So if you have those budget travelers, a fit trip might not be the cheapest option for them. A group trip might be a better option for them because all of that is packaged together, right? Now, fits versus packages at a quick glance. All right. Not one is not better than the other in general. It depends on each specific client and what that person is looking for, right? And we'll get a little bit more into like the consultation process, but your consultation process is where you're going to figure out what type of travel works better for your client, whether they want, whether a fit trip works better or whether a packaged trip works better, or maybe having them join a group trip, right? Whatever type of travel works better for them is going to be the best option for them. This is just kind of at a glance of, in general, what these are. All right. Now, fit is going to be best for Europe and multi cities. So, if you have someone who's wanting to do multi cities around Europe or multi cities around Asia or like, and different parts of Asia, right? Maybe they want to do Japan, or maybe they want to do China, or maybe they want to do one of the islands, right? Like Thailand or something like that. Okay. It's going to be for someone who wants full control over their trip, over their time, when they want to do things. They want to be flexible. They want to go at their own pace. They want to have a little bit of, action and a little bit of relaxation, but they don't want somebody telling them where to be and when to be. Okay. They want to be in control over that. Honeymoons and milestone trips are perfect for fits because oftentimes they are on their own path already. They're in their own space already. So those types of trips really, really, really work well for fit trips. I'll also throw in like birthdays. I have done a few fit trips for birthdays or like family trips, to one to Italy and one to Thailand. And it works out perfectly because all of the different people get to do different things based off of what they like, right? What they're there for. Like I said, clients who want flexibility, who want to be like more in control of that, right? And a slower intentional travel. If they are very fast paced, I would probably go for like a group trip that they can just join and it can just take them all over the different places. All right. Packages are going to be great for like all inclusive resorts, cruises, right? Disney vacations. You can package all of that together. Budget focused trips are going to be great for packages or those group trips like with Exotica, Culture Holidays. I'm sure I'm probably missing a couple vendors right now, but with vendors like that, right? Or quick, short, simple getaways because there's not going to be as much going into it. You can really quickly package a trip together. Do you guys have any questions on the differences between fit trips and packages? No questions? All righty, let's keep going. . . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . . . 。 . . . . . 。 . .
。 . 。 . 。 . .
All righty, let's keep going then. Now, common fit destinations. So these are trips or these are destinations that I have found in my own research work really, really well with fit trips, fully independent trips, right? Rather than packages. Well, really, you could do both, but I have found that these ones are more common for at least me to put together a fit rather than a package, depending on the client. Italy is a great one. There's so much to do in Italy. It's just amazing. And it's really, really, really beautiful to put a fit trip together for a client and watch them like have it come to life and have that experience come to life based off of what you've found for them, right? And what you've been able to customize for them. France, so a lot of Europe, right? Spain, UK, Ireland, Greece, island hopping, and I'm also going to throw in Hawaii. That is a beautiful place to do a fit trip as well because you can island hop, right? You can go do all the different things. You can pull together something really beautiful for them. Japan, Thailand, like I was saying earlier, Asia, multi-country Europe. So if they want to go to Italy and to France and to all of these different places, that's really cool. Or multi-country Asia as well. That's something that's really beautiful to put together for them. Okay. If you have a client that comes to you and wants to go to any of these places, I would definitely suggest talking to them about a fit trip and seeing if that is something that will work best for them in with that specific trip. Okay. Now, who is the ideal fit client? Okay, we want to kind of know this stuff before we start talking about like the travel consultation part of it and how to piece it all together. Okay. This is going to be someone who says, I want something super personalized, super customized that is going to fit me. I want to have XYZ. These are the things I really need. Maybe someone who doesn't want to feel rushed, right? They want to, again, take it at their own pace. They want to maybe have some days of exploration and some days of relaxation and maybe kind of throw it all together. They want some unique experiences. These are really where you guys are going to be able to shine as the travel advisors because you can do that research to find them those unique cultural experiences that they're not going to be able to find on their own or they just don't know where to look for that, right? Maybe they don't want to be stuck on a schedule, right? They want to have that flexibility of what they want to do. One thing I really, really love about Fit Trips too is maybe they don't want to schedule out their excursions in advance, but they know the types of excursions they want to do. You guys can send them your Viator link, right? You can offer a sample itinerary and send them your Viator link so that way they can choose when they want to go and book those excursions. Or maybe they've already been somewhere before and they want to get a new look on it, right? They want a new experience of it. This is going to be your time to shine to show them different, unique experiences that they were not able to see before. Okay. Multi-city travel in the US. Yeah, absolutely. You could absolutely do a fit trip for multi-city travel in the US. Honestly, multi-city trips you can do fit trips for, and they are going to come out beautifully. It again just kind of depends on the client and what they're looking for. Okay. Now, these are the things paired with the destination that should ring bells in your mind of when you're talking to your clients of, oh, I should talk to them about doing a fit trip, right? Building all of this together. And that is where again you can shine as the agent and you can come in with your expertise on why this type of travel would be best for them. All right. Now, how are fit trips built? Okay. They are often built. Oh, I forgot to update this. They are often built by, again, piecing those different things together. Okay. Customizing the travel components based off of the client's goals. All right. Now, this is where agents will start to panic a little bit because maybe you're doing something for a destination you don't know. But I want you guys to remember you don't have to build this out by your own brain. Okay. We have our whole company here to support you. People, I can guarantee you, have booked the type of travel you're wanting to book. Okay. We also have a handy dandy TripAdvisor. That is one of my favorite tools ever, mixed with ChatGPT. You guys can build a really beautiful customized trip for your clients based off of what they're wanting and then, verify with TripAdvisor that everything is great, okay? Now, where you can book these things, okay? Because again, you're going to be piecing each travel component together. You guys can really do all types of suppliers, right? That was supposed to say beds online for hotels, not bed banks. But rail booking platforms, we have rail bookers. You could do beds online, room res. You could even piece together the different hotels with Evo Plus. You could do Evo Rewards. You could do even Vax for like a quick hotel. You could do Expedia. There are so many different so many different options for booking hotels, right? You could do car rentals on Expedia. You could do car rentals on RoomRes. You can do car rentals on Bax. I'm trying to think of all the different places right now. Tours and activities. You could do Viator. There's even tours on Expedia. You could even do oh, what's the orange one? Project Expedition. There we go. There's so many different pieces that you guys can go through. You guys can go through the suppliers list and see what works best for you. There's also a few different Europe specific suppliers that will help you do this if you call them. Europe Express is a great one. They'll help you put together everything. So that way you just have to present it to your client. You just tell them what they're looking for. And I believe the other one is called Avanti. If it is not called that, somebody correct me in the chat, but I believe it's Avanti. You guys can either do one of those suppliers and they'll help you piece together a whole fit trip, or you can use a combination of the different suppliers to create something that is perfect for your client. My personal favorite, I'm going to be completely honest, is using a combination of the different suppliers to really piece together something that's customizable for my client and perfect for them in that situation, because then I can really build all of that together, right? I don't have to rely on just what maybe Europe Express or Avanti has. I can really piece it all together for them. Okay. You guys have any questions on that part? Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. Now, consultation. All right. This is where the success for a fit trip starts. This is where your confidence can come in. This is where you and your experience as a travel agent is going to shine through. Okay. Good intake from your client, a detailed consultation from your client prevents constant revisions and confusion for you and your client. Okay. The more detail you are during a consultation, the less work you have to do later on. All right. And a fit trip works best when your clients are clear on the expectations from the start. So you definitely are going to need cities and dates, trip length, right? A budget range. I would say, I always tell them, like, I ask, like, what is the absolute maximum? Like, if you are spending this money, then it better be the best trip you've ever experienced, right? And what is the minimum? Okay. Get that range so you know what you have to work with. Okay. Their travel style. Are they more fast paced? Are they slower? Are they kind of in between, right? What do they like to do? Their pace preference goes in with their travel style, right? And also, like, do they like really adventurous activities? Do they like more culture rich activities? Do they like more relaxation activities, right? What kind of activities do they like? What kind of stuff do they like to do? Do they have any must do experiences? Is there anything that they absolutely must do on this trip, or the whole trip's going to be ruined, right? Like one of those things where, like, if I don't get to go, like, I know for me, I want to go to Japan and I want to go to Italy, right? Two different places. But I have things in Japan that I know that I absolutely need to do. And if I ever go, well, when I go to Japan, let me rephrase that. When I go to Japan, if I don't do those things, then my whole entire trip to Japan is ruined and there's no reason for me to go in the first place. Okay. So you need to find out if they have any of those things. All right. Now, I have another training on my YouTube, you guys, detailing how to master the travel consultation and get all of this information to you, get all of this information very smoothly, right? So it doesn't feel like a transaction, it's more conversational. Okay. I will share that with you guys once we get to the end. Just remind me if I forget, just type in the chat to tell me to get that get that training for you guys, right? I'll put that in the chat for here for you guys. Because really the consultation is going to be key, because you are going to get all of the information you need. It's going to help the planning process and the booking process be less stressful. All right. Now, presenting and setting expectations for your client, okay? This is all about the professionalism and clear presentation for the fit trip, and setting those clear expectations will equal smoother bookings and happier clients, all right? And happier clients and smoother bookings turn into repeat and referral clients, and that is what we want, okay? Now, for a strong fit proposal, you should have included city by city breakdowns, okay? So I like to do it personally, I like to do it in like the timeline of the travel, right? You could either do this like city, 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 or you could do timeline of the travel, right? Like departure day to return day. I like departure day to return day because it just makes more sense to me. And I feel like it flows better, right? So I like to break down day by day. This is what your itinerary is. This is the city we're focusing on during these days. This is what your itinerary is day by day. So you guys have that, they have that plan ready for them that they can look at, okay? You want to give them hotel details, transfers and experiences, right? All the things that they're going to be doing in each breakdown. I personally use a CRM and I found that that has been very, very helpful for Fit Trips specifically because I can just easily plug things in. If you guys don't have a CRM, don't worry. You guys can use like a Google Doc or a Canva template. I also have another training on that too that I can share with you guys as well. What is included versus what's not included in the different travel components, right? And the pricings of all of that. And then next steps for booking everything. Okay. So what do they need to do in order to tell you what their preferences are, what they like, how they can go about booking everything, how they can get everything secured, and all of those things. Okay. You want to make sure you're setting up all of those expectations for them, giving them all of that information so they can really sit and process it and get going with booking, get going with getting that booking started. Okay. It is really, 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 really important, you guys, to communicate that Fit Trips take planning time, right? Because you're again building this from scratch. So when you are, pro tip, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Pro tip, when you are on that travel consultation, you want to set up that follow-up call for the proposal call, okay? I always set this up while I'm on the consultation with them, right as we're ending. When I am doing a fit trip, I will let them know, hey, this is going to take me a little bit of time to get everything together and plan everything. So it's going to take me longer than a regular package trip or a cruise or a group trip or something like that will take. So instead of getting a proposal to you in 48 to 72 business hours, it's going to take me more about a week, okay, to get that to you so I can make sure everything is perfect and customized for you. All right. Whatever that time frame is for you guys, I know for me, fit trips take a little bit longer, take closer to a week, okay? Whatever your timeline is. But make sure you guys are upfront with your clients on that, all right? Customization is going to impact pricing. So this is where I was saying earlier that fit trips might not be the best for budget clients because again, you're customizing everything, right? It is going to be tailored and perfect to them. So it might be a little bit pricier and it's important for them to know that upfront. And then let them know travel time between cities, okay? And how much that matters, right? Because if you have someone going from, let's say, London to Manchester, right, in the UK, and they're wanting to get there in 15 minutes, well, that might not be realistic, right? And so you have to make sure that you are letting them know that. That is a really good thing to put into the proposal breakdown, their travel time. Let's say they're traveling from city to city one day, and they want to also do some excursions on that day. It's important to let them know how long that travel time is on average and how realistic it would be to actually do some excursions on that day, or if that day should be more of just a travel day and a rest day. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes. Okay, perfect. All righty. Oops. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go over a quick recap. I also have a quick little like script for you guys to use to explain what fit trips are to your clients. The goal for this today's training wasn't really mastery of fit trips. It's really understanding what fit is for the first part, right? What fit or FIT trips are and when they are the right solution and knowing where to start. Okay. So again, FIT or FIT is fully independent travel. It is best for custom, flexible, multi-city trips. Operators do not make FIT beginner friendly. Okay. So you don't have like one booking platform that you can go to and be like, okay, let's create a FIT trip. You also don't need to know everything about a certain place, a certain destination in order to start building out FIT trips, and they position you as an expert advisor. Okay. Now, a simple explanation of what a fit trip is when you are talking to a client is Fit trips are fully customized itineraries built around your preferences, pace, and travel style, perfect for destinations like Europe or multi-city travel. Okay. All right. That is all I have for you, you guys. Oh, why did that do that? If you guys have any questions, let me actually now is the time to drop them in the chat. While I'm doing that, let me get those trainings for you guys that I can share with you. So you guys can see those. Here's my consultation one. Master travel consultation. That's the travel consultation one. And then let me get the proposal creation for you guys. Of course, you guys. And these, like I said, will be in the Facebook group. If you are coming from the Evo Enterprises Facebook group, it'll be there. If you're coming from TK, it'll be there. It'll be in both of them. Okay. So I will make sure to post this once I get off. Let me go ahead and stop the recording.